Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. I hope you're all well, and it should be quite a simple, quick video today because there actually isn't a parcel for me to open because it's one of the few shirts that I've been able to buy in person. So the Saturday following my birthday, me and my friend decided we'd travel to Manchester, firstly to visit the football museum and then hit the classic football shirt store and then just generally have a walk around and grab some food. Now we got to the museum and was greeted by a notice saying that it was closed due to technical reasons, which I have no idea what that means. Possibly maybe the coffee machine in the cafe wasn't working. Now if we didn't live so close, I'd find that heavily annoying if I'd travelled all the way from London. Very frustrating, long day wasted, but luckily we were able to sort of still go back at some point in the future quite easily. That meant though we were able to spend more time going to the classic football shirt store, which was quite useful because it was so busy. Liverpool had just played Manchester City a few hours before and it was full of Liverpool fans, also Manchester United fans, which I thought was quite funny because they were playing the day afterwards. Now we were able to squeeze through all the people, and firstly I showed my friend some of the more expensive shirts that they have hung up on the wall. He'd never really seen shirts like this before, and then we decided then we'd hit the clearance rails, which is really the place where I'm able to find shirts for my collection. They're a little bit more suitable. Of course, the difficulty is now I own so many shirts, it is getting a little bit more tricky to find ones that I can add to my collection. Having gone through some of the shirts that were at least medium, I found one shirt that really stood out to me that I wanted to add to my collection, and it is the one here. So let's have a look. There is the rear of the shirt. So it's white and orange in colour, and it has the word Gazelle on the back. Now if we bring it to the front, it is a continuation of that white and orange colour scheme. Interesting design. And there we go. So it's a Fusion manufactured shirt, which we've seen a few of those recently, which should give you an indication of what the team name is and probably where it is from. So it has the tags attached even when you buy it in person. Of course, you have the classic football shirts tag as well, so it's doubly tagged. So I'll dress the mannequin, come back to you with a little bit of information, because it is only little, because there is very little information about this team anywhere online. Okay then, so there is the shirt. It's quite cool, it's quite simple, and it's very cheap. So yes, I bought this one from the store, and luckily for me, they were still having their 20% discount. And if you are not too sure or not familiar, the discount is still actually available in stores also. So if you don't want to buy online, if you're local, go down and get your 20% discount off. Now what was exceptionally lucky is that they decided to extend the sale from 11 AM to 11 PM, and we didn't go until the afternoon, which meant I was able to save a little bit of money on this shirt. So it currently retails for £19.99, which meant I was able to pick it up for £16. Currently they have medium, large and extra large in sale, so following this video if you are interested, then those are the sizes available. When it comes to the team, it is Gazelle FC, and it's their home shirt from 2021-2022, though considering where they're from, the country they're from, I think possibly 2022 solely makes sense, but I'm just going to stick to 21-22 because in reality, who actually is going to be checking? So I thought that was quite an interesting name, Gazelle FC, and it does have the gazelle sort of crest there. So they come from the city of Garoua, which is in the north of Cameroon. Yes, of course, it's Cameroon. It's a Fusion shirt, so it can only really ever be from Cameroon. And what I do love when it comes to these sort of teams is, considering there's no Wikipedia page, so limited information goes to zero information, you have to stumble across their Facebook pages. And these Facebook pages for these sort of smaller teams are quite an interesting place. They had a video on their feed, which was kind of like a tutorial on how to create a sort of replica wooden toy incendiary device. It's kind of like a staple and you fire it and it fires sparks. It was an interesting thing there. They also had a picture of some Adidas Gazelles as well, which I thought was actually quite funny. But that was it. There's really nothing else online. They currently play in Elite 1, which is, I'm sure you all know by now, the top division in Cameroon. They play in Group 2, I believe, and they are currently second place, which is a great little bit of effort from there. I think right now they have played a few more teams than everybody else, but points on the board usually is a little bit better than usually having games in hand. When it came to finding out what they finished last season, it was a little bit difficult to actually find where they were. They weren't in Elite 1, and then when I searched for Elite 2, couldn't find anything either. Eventually I was able to find a website that would want to show me the division from Elite 2, and yes, they were in Elite 2. I think it was in Group 1 or something. They were in one of the two groups. They finished second, but quite clearly they were able to get promotion, which makes it even more impressive considering that they are second, that they were one of the promoted teams. Quite why that is, I'm sure no one knows. Maybe they've got a little bit more money, or they've just been really lucky with managers and the players that they currently have. So a big thumbs up to them for that. And as I mentioned, it's a Fusion shirt, so it's going to follow the same template as everything else. Just everything's sort of screen printed onto the shirt. It has the team name on the back of the neck. When it comes to the design, kind of reminds me of a shirt that I have, which is Chiapas from Mexico. I don't think they actually exist in that incarnation anymore. It's just generally the orange and the white colour combination, which isn't too common. That's the reason why I sort of see this sort of connection there. But you know what? It's a simple shirt. It's a simple purchase, cheap. My friend, he ended up buying a Puma Italy home shirt, which on the tag it said £30, so we were anticipating to spend £24, and then it came through at £20. So it was like, brilliant, great, okay then, cool. So he was able to grab that one, and I went for this one. They've got some other stuff. They had some like player name shirts. I'm sure possibly you've seen me going there before. I didn't get any footage, partly because it was just so busy. People would have been probably quite annoyed if I was sort of going like this, trying to film myself, and they're just trying to buy their shirts. So yeah, that was it. It's my first time I've been to that store in, it feels like about a year. I really would like to go back. I really want to go to the one in London just because it's a little bit bigger, I believe, and with it being London, they'll have more London-based teams, which means hopefully Chelsea shirts, because up here we have just Manchester City and Manchester United, which I suppose makes sense. But that is the end of the video. It's quite a simple one. Tuesday, cheap and cheerful shirts, and then on Friday I have a good backlog of shirts. I may have to start putting 2 out at once, doing 2 shirts at once. I don't know, I've got some more shirts I'm certain arriving this week also, so let's see what I decide to do. Anyway, I hope you have a great week ahead, and I will see you in the video on Friday. Goodbye!